Oklahoma City. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Tate's shot is off. Caruso outside. Good D by Şengün.
I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
And the foul on Jared McCain. That's his first foul of the game. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Thanks for that, Allie. Houston needs to get off a shot. Durant for three. Houston with another miss. Thunder leading by 10. Dort for three. And he can't get that one. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Durant with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Pass to Okogie. Fires the three. It's deflected. And they get it back. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the three.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Gets it to go.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Cleared away by Hartenstein.
Coming out of the break, he has been ice cold. I mean, walking without shoes in Antarctica cold. Wow. Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
On the wing, Durant. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Now Hartenstein. Mitchell outside. Lays it in easily.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Cleared away by Mitchell.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. The fans here in Washington amped up for their Wizards. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
A nice shot by George.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Champagnie. Johnson with it. Here's Sarr. He's guarded by Nurkic. Sarr gets the bucket.
And that's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Here's Nurkic. Back to George. Pass to Bailey. Clock at 6. And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Down low. Sarr in the post. Now Johnson. And the rejection by Jackson. A three. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
And that one's good. Champagnie.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Coulibaly after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Champagnie.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
And here's George for three. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Champagnie. Now Sarr. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Sarr throws it down.
Showing some strength on that finish. Sarr just pushing through that contact.
George with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here he goes. And George with the stuff.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Pass to Coulibaly. .103 left to play in the first. Comes up empty down low. Here's George. And there's the drive. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Back to Johnson. Now Sarr. To the middle. Pass to Champagnie. Johnson, that's for 2. And the rebound by Nurkic. Jazz leading by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. George. And he converts the layup. George has got 11.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's George again missing.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Jazz lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Wizards trailed by 5. And Russell gets it to go.
Ooh, the crafty lefty. Russell smart around that hoop.
To the wing on the left. Here's Sensabaugh. Hands it from downtown.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Driving the lane.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And it's George finishing it off.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Vukcevic. Back to Russell. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound, Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. A nice shot by George. George has got 15.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Carrington. He has yet to score. Vukcevic. And the 3 ball is good. Utah leading by 5. Here's Williams. Drives to the hoop. The rebound by Carrington. Pass to Champagnie. Fires for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. And he nails the 3rd. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now here's Williams. Pass to Love. It's Williams with the drive. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Back to Coulibaly. Carrington with the ball. Knocks down the 3 ball. Carrington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the inside. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. Going inside.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. He hits the second from the line. Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Offensive rebound. Outside for George. Now Carrington. 4 on the clock. Here's Saul. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz leading by 5. And Nurkic gets it to go.
That's his comfort zone. Nurkic does almost all of his scoring down low.
Outside, George. Here's the screen. Pass to Champagnie. George looking around. Off the left rim and out. And here's Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards making a switch here. 36 seconds left for the first half of the game. Inside. Pass to Coulibaly. Nice ball movement by Washington. And here's Johnson outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Bailey. Sinks the three-pointer. Bailey's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz.
Well, for a rookie, Bailey has great confidence in his shot. Not bashful from letting it fly from deep.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Jazz up by 8. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
36.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Johnson outside. Pass to Champagnie. Now Sarr. Shoots over Nurkic. Misses the fadeaway inside. Jazz leading by 8. Outside for George. George double teamed. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Right side Jackson. Pass to Bailey. A fader. Rebound by the Wizards.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
Here's Johnson. And the layup is good.
Well, you gotta love the confidence this kid plays with. Johnson feels like he can score inside whenever he wants.
Bailey misses. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. 6-point game. It's George on the wing. Pass to Sarr. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And Sarr throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. George with the bucket.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh, yeah, that's going to be the result.
Johnson outside. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. No good from outside. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to George. Now Sarr. Outside for George. Coulibaly. And it's off from three-point range. Here's George. There's the drive. Doesn't go for him. Wizards trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Sarr. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Utah leading by 4. Pass to Conchar. And a miss there on the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one. I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Takes a step back. And it's Carrington missing. Here's McKinley to the left wing. And it's Collier missing. On the wing, Johnson. He's got 6. Yes, that goes in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Carrington. Good on the shot. Carrington's got 6.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. For the tie. Good D by Love. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Nice game. Great performance by Keontae George.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's George. Another miss by Utah.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game.
Utah, 43.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Utah leading. Out left to the wing. Here's Shibwe. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
The drive by Russell. And it's blocked. From deep, George. Offensive rebound. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
A nice shot by George.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Here's Russell. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
When you talk about crafty players, you're talking about players like D'Angelo Russell who can find his spot.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Riley. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Off the glass.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
George! Another chance here. That one is off.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. That's good from George.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels.
Here's Jackson. A putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. That shot, no good.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Nurkic. Sarr pulls it down. Now Johnson. What a finesse finish on the lane.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside George. For 3. Koulibaly with the rebound. Wizards trail by 6. Johnson fires. And the rejection by Jackson. He drills the 3.
Well, this team has a lot of confidence in Johnson, and he has a lot of confidence in himself.
Now Bailey. Koulibaly with the steal. Johnson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Sarr in the post. It's in. His shot is pure.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throw now.
Time called here. Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
Johnson outside. He's off from 3. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And stolen by Sarr.
Indeed.
So it's Utah with the win. And in the win,